Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I did an unboxing video for this piece about 2 months ago, and today we will take a closer look at this piece. This is the Casio A500WA-1. I don't think this watch is popular among watch enthusiasts, or I would say as popular as the AE1200 here. Yup, the Casio Royale. But this piece is still a great watch and it can do everything the AE1200 can do. Yes, it might not be as hyped up as the AE1200, which itself is like an homage to a Seiko that appeared in the old school James Bond movie. So is this better than the AE1200? Well, let's find out. This watch has a width or case width of 32.9 millimeters. The lug to lug distance is 38.9 millimeters, and it has an 18 millimeters lug width and also a 9.7 millimeters thickness. The watch is only rated as water resist as it's printed on the black borders around the LCD display. So maybe it's not a good start for this piece if I were to compare it with the AE1200. The watch case is made out of plastic that comes with a very glossy or shiny metallic coating. Casio normally does that in their entry-level digital watches. Well, let's look at my A168 here. I did a review video for this piece a while back, so if you're interested, I'm gonna put a link at the top right corner of this video. It has the same coating as this A500, and if you look at my A168, the coating is holding up pretty good with my casual or occasional on and off wear. So I'm not gonna be very worried unless you really like go beat up the watch or go hiking or go do some rough work with the watch. I think the coating is gonna stay quite good for a while. And yes, if you really feel that you need a rough watch, just get the F91 here. The watch has a resin glass, as what Casio calls it. Under the resin glass, there is a black thick border around the LCD display where most of the functions and specs are printed. The watch is powered by Casio 3437 module that is powered by a CR1616 lithium coin cell battery, and it has an accuracy of plus minus 30 seconds per month. This piece comes with a bracelet that has a familiar feel with most, if not all, of Casio's entry-level watches. It has hollow end links. All the links are hollow, and it comes with a slight adjustment with a hook clasp. This kind of bracelet gives it a retro look in my opinion. However, on this piece, it might be a hair puller because if you look at it, there's a lot of like gaps and crevices underneath it, but I don't really have a lot of wrist hair, so maybe it's not a problem for me. So let's dive into some function of the watch. Let's start with the basic. On the display, we have the current time, the day of the week, and the date. And at the top, we can see like a world map. I think I chose this version with the suffix of -1 rather than a suffix of -7, because this one comes with a light blue world map, so it's easier to see where the selected time zone is compared to like say a grayish map. Say if you look at this AE1200, then you'll know what I mean. If the map is gray in color, it's kind of hard to differentiate which actual time zone is selected here. So talking about time zone, I think it has a similar function as the AE1200 where we can quickly toggle through 4 favorite time zone by pressing the I think it's the lower right button. Let me just try to press. Yep, so you have T2, means that it's a time zone 2. It's LAX, is I think it's Los Angeles. And T3 is London. T4 is Paris. And back to Singapore, which is time zone for Malaysia. Pressing the lower right button gives us quick access to world time, but if you want to like really display the world time, say that I'm now traveling into London and I want to display the world time in London, I can do it this way, but if I'm doing it this way, I cannot see the date displayed. So to do that properly, is to press the lower left button. Okay, so pressing it once, it will go to world time. Okay, so WT is world time, and we can toggle through. Say now I'm in London, I want to show the time in London, so I just cycle through to London. Okay, so with this we can see that, okay, LON is London, we can see the time, we can see the date as well. Okay, so with the world time out of the way, let's see what else this watch has to offer. Pressing this mode button, which is this lower left button again, brings us to alarm. So the first function is for us to turn the hourly chime on and off. So to turn that on and off is to press this top left button here. So press, you can see it's on. Then we have the signal indicated on this box here. Okay, so I'm turning it off, and then we can cycle through the alarm by pressing the lower right button. So we have alarm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have a total of 5 alarm. And if we want to turn on the alarm, it's the same thing. You press the top left button again. Okay, so if you press, you can see that there's ALM1 dash on. This means that the alarm will only sound for one time, and then it will automatically turn off. And if you press that same button again, the one disappears. So that means that it will the alarm will sound off at every day at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. for this case, right? So I'm gonna turn that off. Okay, so pressing this mode button again, we are here at timer, so it has a timer. I'm not gonna do that, it's quite typical. And then we have stopwatch. I think this one is to start and stop. Yep, start the stopwatch. And I believe this one is to reset. Okay, and that's basically it for the function of this watch. So yep, so with all the functions explored, let's see how we can adjust the date and time of this piece. So to go to the adjust mode, just press the adjust button and hold it until there's a beep. And here it's for us to adjust the time. So obviously now this is a second. Then we can cycle through by pressing the lower left button. This one is daylight saving time, so we don't have that in Asia, so it's off. And then this one is for you to select the time zone of your home. So for me, it's Singapore. It's where Malaysia is. And this is the hour, minutes, and we can choose to display time in 12-hour mode or 24-hour mode. Then this is where the year is, the month, the day, and yep, this one is to set how long the light will light up after we press the light button. I think I forgot to show that. I'm just gonna show that later. So I think we can select from 3 seconds to 1 and 3. So okay, between 1 and 3 or 3 seconds. And yep, that's basically it. So pressing the top left button again goes back to standard timekeeping mode. Alright, so we covered a lot of things here, and now I think it's the time to do a wrist shot. Alright, this is how the watch looks on my skinny 6-inch wrist. I think I lost some weight here during the COVID-19 lockdown because if I remember correctly, I bought a watch and I size it up. It's just nice for my wrist, and now it feels that it's a bit too loose. Yeah, I lost weight working from home. So this is how the watch looks on my wrist. I feel that it's right size for me. The AE 1200, it's bearable for my small wrist, but this one I think it is even much more better for my wrist. And yep, I don't have the problem of the bracelet pulling my hair because I don't have a lot of wrist hair, or maybe just like some tiny baby hairs. So I don't really feel that as a problem. And on the overall, I like the retro look, and the size is perfect. It's not too overly big and it's not too rugged, so it's just nice for me. Alright, so with that said, it's time to end the video. So if you're new to my channel, please help by subscribing to my channel. And you can also follow me on my Instagram at gfw_watch for more watch pictures. Till then, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Oh yeah, before you say a light, so this is how the backlight of the watch looks like. I'm gonna press this light button, which is the top right button here. So you can see it's just a regular amber LED light, nothing fancy about it, but it works well. If it's dark, you can still see the time quite well. Okay, all right, bye bye.